When I woke up in the hospital, I thought the worst was over. The car crash had torn through my ribs, my lungs collapsed, and the doctors said I was lucky to be alive. But I didn't feel lucky. Everything hurt, and my phone, the one ID had in my hand during the crash, was shattered. The screen spiderwebbed with black. 2 nights later, I got a new phone. Same number, same apps. The nurse helped me set it up. When I finally connected to Wi-Fi, a notification appeared. 1 unread message. The sender's name made my blood freeze. It was me. The text read, "You shouldn't have survived." At first, I thought someone was playing a joke. Maybe my contacts synced weirdly, or my brother was pranking me. But when I opened the message, I saw something worse. The message was time-stamped yesterday. Yesterday was when I was in a medically induced coma. I showed the nurse. She frowned, said maybe it was a glitch, and walked away. But then my phone buzzed again. "Don't leave the hospital." This time, I felt the air turn colder. The message came from a number identical to mine. Every digit the same, except the last one was 6, not 5. My number ended with 5. Out of curiosity, I replied, "Who is this?" Seconds later, the typing bubble appeared. Then a photo came through. It was me, lying motionless on a hospital bed. But not from today. The heart monitor in the picture was flatlined. I threw the phone on the floor. The nurse ran in, asking what happened. But when she picked up the phone, the message and picture were gone. No trace in the chat. That night, I couldn't sleep. Every sound in the ward made my heart race. I kept my phone off, but just before midnight, it powered itself back on. A single text popped up on the lock screen. We switched places, remember? Then my heart monitor beeped wildly, and everything around me flickered. For a split second, I saw my reflection in the black TV screen. Pale, unmoving, and smiling, I screamed for help. Nurses rushed in again, but by then the beeping stopped. Everything returned to normal. The doctor said it was a panic attack, a side effect of trauma. But when he left, my phone buzzed once more. This time it wasn't a text. It was a missed call. The caller ID said, "Incoming call, me, deceased." I didn't answer, but now I wish I had, because the next morning, my doctor told me something that froze my veins completely. He said, "We pronounced you dead for 2 minutes last night, but somehow, you came back." And when I turned on my phone again, there was one new message waiting. It said, "Your body's still warm. Don't get too comfortable." The doctors said I was stable enough to go home, but I didn't feel human anymore. Every mirror made me flinch. Every sound, every flicker of my phone screen felt like someone else was watching me through it. They said my heart stopped for 2 minutes, yet the nightmares felt like I was gone for years. When my brother Ryan came to pick me up, I didn't tell him about the texts. He already looked tired, eyes red, voice shaky. "Hey," he said quietly, helping me into the car. "You scared the hell out of us, man." I smiled weakly, pretending everything was normal. But when I plugged my phone into the car charger, it buzzed. A notification flashed across the screen. "You shouldn't leave, remember?" I unplugged it instantly. Ryan noticed. "You okay?" "Yeah," I lied. The drive was silent. The radio refused to turn on. Halfway home, we passed the crash site. Twisted guardrails and shattered glass still scattered across the asphalt. That's when my phone lit up again. Photo. A car wreck. Same location. Same time. Except the photo showed my brother's car, upside down, smoking. I dropped the phone. "Ryan," I whispered. "Slow down." "What?" "Please, just slow down." He frowned but did as I said. At that exact second, a deer darted across the road. If he hadn't slowed down, we'd have hit it head on. When we got home, I locked myself in my room. I turned the phone off, removed the SIM, Still, around midnight, the screen flickered to life. No SIM, no Wi-Fi, but still, a message appeared. Good save, but you can't stop what's next. The typing bubble appeared again. For a long time, then another text came. Check your camera roll. My stomach turned. I opened my gallery. The most recent photo showed me sleeping in my bed. Except the picture wasn't taken by me. It was taken from above, like someone was standing over me. I jumped up and searched the room. Nothing. No one. Even my window was locked. That's when the light flickered, and I saw it. A reflection on the dark screen of my TV. Someone standing behind me. Tall, still, face hidden by shadow. When I spun around, it was gone. My phone vibrated again. Don't turn around next time. I threw the phone into the drawer and slammed it shut. For the next few hours, I sat in silence, listening to the faint hum of my charger in the outlet. Then, 3 knocks on my door, not loud, just steady, 3 times. Then my phone buzzed again, from inside the drawer. I'm not outside, I'm already in. The lights flickered off. I froze, every muscle stiff. In the dark, I heard breathing, slow, shallow, behind me. When the lights snapped back on, nothing was there. The next morning, Ryan came in holding my phone. Why did you text me that last night? He asked. I didn't. He looked pale. You texted me. Don't open the door. Right before the power went out. I grabbed the phone from him and saw the message thread. I had sent it at 3:13 a.m., but my phone had been turned off. Beneath that message was another one I hadn't written. You should have let me stay dead. After that night, I stopped sleeping. Every time I closed my eyes, I saw the crash again. Glass, blood, and that same glowing phone screen lying beside me in the wreckage. Only this time, it wasn't cracked. It was smiling. I deleted every message, factory reset the phone, even changed my number. For 2 days, nothing happened. I started to think maybe I was finally free. Then my boss called. Hey man, he said cheerfully. Glad you're okay. You sounded off yesterday though. Everything all right? Yesterday, I asked. I haven't called you. There was silence on the other end. Then, you're kidding, right? You told me you were back home and wanted your next shift covered. Said you needed to get used to being dead. I thought you were just joking. I hung up. Someone had called him, using my voice. That evening, I logged into my social media. My hands shook as I scrolled. There were new posts, photos of me, but not from my camera roll. Me standing outside the hospital, walking down streets I'd never been to. Each caption said the same thing. I feel better now, finally free. My phone buzzed. Unknown number again, the same one. Ending in 6. You're doing great, keep pretending. I typed back, my hands trembling. Who are you? Seconds later, you, just better. That night, my brother came by again. He looked exhausted. You've been out a lot lately, he said. I keep seeing you around town. But when I call, you don't answer. What's going on? I told him everything. The messages, the photos, the calls. He stared at me for a long time before finally saying, Show me. I unlocked my phone, and the chat was gone. All messages erased. No number ending in 6. No photos. Nothing. Maybe you need rest, Ryan said quietly. He left. But 2 hours later, he texted me. Ryan. Bro, you're outside. Why are you just standing there? Ryan. Wait, you just smiled at me and walked away. I rushed to the window, and my heart dropped. Outside, under the streetlight, stood someone wearing my jacket, my shoes, my exact stance. He looked up, straight into my window, and raised his phone. The flash went off. A photo arrived seconds later. It was me, staring down at him from my window. taken from the street below. You don't belong here anymore. The message read, You died. I didn't. I screamed, ran outside, but the street was empty. Just the faint smell of burnt plastic in the air. My phone buzzed again. Stop chasing ghosts. I froze. That message didn't come from the number ending in 6. It came from Ryan's phone. When I looked up, he was standing across the road, staring at me blankly. Ryan? I called out. He didn't answer, just smiled faintly, lifted his phone, and whispered something I couldn't hear. Then I saw it, his reflection in the car window beside him. It wasn't him, it was me. My phone buzzed one last time before it shut itself off. Welcome to my turn. When I woke up the next morning, sunlight poured through the blinds. But it felt wrong. The light looked pale, artificial, like a screen glare, more than sunlight. For a moment, I thought I was still dreaming. Then I saw the message on my phone. You can stop running now. I'm home. No number, no contact name, just the message. I walked to the mirror and froze. The reflection looked like me, but not quite. The skin under my eyes was darker, the veins faintly blue, and my lips slightly out of sync when I spoke. Ryan! I yelled, running into the hall. No answer. His room was empty, his bed cold. But his phone was still on the nightstand, buzzing repeatedly. I picked it up. Over 100 unread messages from me. Except I hadn't sent them. You shouldn't have left me there. We agreed to switch. It's my body now. Stay where you belong. The final message was a photo. It showed Ryan, lying unconscious in the middle of the road. The same spot where ID crashed my car. And in the background of the photo, I could see my own broken phone from that night. Suddenly, my vision blurred. I dropped Ryan's phone, clutching my chest. The sound of a heart monitor filled my head, sharp and rhythmic, like it was echoing from another world. Beep, 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 then flatline. When I blinked, I wasn't in my house anymore. I was in the hospital room again. Same bed, same monitor, same cold air. Nurses were talking frantically outside. One of them said, He's still not responding. The brain activity hasn't returned. I looked down and realized my hands were transparent. The world around me flickered like bad reception. No, I whispered. No, I made it out. I survived. But then, the phone on the bedside table buzzed. My phone. The screen cracked just like before, and across it flashed a single message. You didn't. I did. I turned, and there I was, lying on the hospital bed, breathing, eyes open. But that thing in my body wasn't me. It smiled faintly and reached for the phone, replying with calm, steady hands. He's gone. Finally! I tried to scream, but no sound came out. The nurses rushed in, checking the body, his body. They looked relieved. Vitals are normal, one said. He's stabilizing, and I stood there, invisible, watching something wearing my face thank them. Guess I'm lucky, it said in my voice. Second chances don't come easy. When they left, it turned to me, the fake me. The thing in my body smiled. Eyes pitch black for a split second. You were just a signal, it said softly. A blip that slipped between death and data. Then it held up the phone, my cracked screen reflecting both of us. You lived too close to the edge, and something crossed over. It slid the phone into its pocket. I felt my vision dimming again, as though someone was slowly deleting me. I tried to reach for the body, my body, but my fingers passed right through it. Don't worry, it said, stepping closer. I'll take care of your life, better than you ever did. The world began to fade into static. The heart monitor beeped slower. My last thought was of Ryan. If he was still alive, if he knew the truth. Then the monitor flatlined again. Beep! Silence. When my vision returned, I was standing in the middle of an empty road, the same road as before. The car wreck was gone. The air was quiet. A phone lay on the asphalt, screen glowing faintly. I picked it up. The reflection staring back at me wasn't human. Pale, glitching, half static, half me. The phone buzzed. One final message appeared. Welcome to the signal, version 2. And before I could drop it, the world flickered, like a system rebooting. Somewhere far away, my body took a breath and smiled.